The Kent and Medway Violence Reduction Unit was formed in 2019. The purpose of the unit is to seek innovative and collaborative ways to reduce and tackle serious youth violence.
Within the VRU, we use our analysts to collect data from across a number of different organisations, and that helps us understand the problem. From understanding the problem, what we can then do is make sure that our partners work together across ages, across districts, across boundaries. It's a new and unique way of tackling violence.
Part of the work that we do is around serious violence reviews, and we look at the bigger picture. So we look at things around the community, the impact it's had on the community, and we look at things like places, spaces, families, peers, sisters, brothers, rather than looking at that one person involved in that incident.
A small but significant number of young people in Kent go missing on a regular basis, or sometimes for very extended periods. And the work that is done on a multi-agency basis to try and find them and try and protect them and try and reduce the risks that they face as a result of that requires us to understand where they're going, who with. The Violence Reduction Unit bring an expertise in that mapping that enables professionals to see the relationships between young people and enables us to target interventions and plan interventions in a more informed way.
Over the last 4 years, the VRU has worked with a number of community-based organisations and supported hundreds of young people across Kent and Medway.
We go into various communities and we engage the young people within different evening sessions. We also do a schools programme where they can come on to a 12-week programme with us. We deliver an Activator Level 1 multi-sport. We talk about employment opportunities and sports leadership and values, and we work with the young people trying to engage them through sport in that way. We're looking at really engaging the young people, getting their Level 1 sports qualifications, and then getting them involved with the work we do as well to help engage further young people in their areas.
The Child Centre Policing Team across Kent is set up across all of the divisions, and we work with young people, schools, colleges, families, and try and break down some barriers between the police and young people. Part of the work we do, we work really closely with the Violence Reduction Unit over the last couple of years, and we've developed our Knife Commitment Pledge. It's a series of promises that we've made in conjunction with the Ben Kinsella Trust over the last couple of years, who we work really closely with to develop a knife crime awareness package. Across the county we go into schools, colleges and universities to deliver our workshops. We ask the young people that are taking part to sign up to our series of promises. Basically everyday things that young people can do to keep themselves and their communities safe. Once they've signed their promises with us, they get a copy of the poster which goes up inside their schools. At the moment we've done around 70 schools across the county and have delivered our workshops to around 20,000 young people.
The community safety partnerships are led often by the local authorities. They're a set-up of a lot of organisations across our districts, whether it's statutory services, partner organisations, local businesses and voluntary organisations. And the reason the CSPs, the community safety partnerships, exist is to be able to make our districts safer. So a range of things, from tackling antisocial behaviour to information pop-up stands, signposting. A number of officers have got safe spaces and we encourage that. We do education across the district for young people as well as residents and those that work in the district, and that's sort of what the CSPs, the community safety partnerships, do. So it's a range of different activities in order to ensure the community remains safe.
Within the hub we've brought in some of the initiatives that the VRU have done. So we've got the Unseen to Seen, which is the violence against women and girls, which is looking specifically at young women that are exposed or exploited by gangs, but it also has a CSE element. We're also operating the Bystander project. The younger age we're looking at the bullying element and that sort of mentality of filming that and then that being shared on social media. But with the older age range we're utilising the video of the knife crime, using that to help them recognise the issues of carrying a knife and safety in the community. The final one that we've been delivering is the Street Aid, which is a critical first aid, which is looking at young people who are maybe out on the streets, maybe with young people who are knife carriers, and how to do the kind of critical first aid that they need to go.
We've built a street first aid package in conjunction with our colleagues in the Violence Reduction Unit, which has been designed for our Child Centre Policing teams across the county to work with young people to give them some experience and some knowledge base around how to look after themselves and their friends if they find themselves in a traumatic situation where they need to offer their friends or themselves some assistance in terms of first aid whilst they're waiting for someone more medically trained to come and help them. My colleague here is demonstrating how to do compressions and breaths on a person who is unconscious. Our package also covers how to deal with knife wounds, which sits in conjunction with our commitment pledge that we do across the county, where we're trying to do an approach with young people to try and keep themselves safe and make a public promise to look after themselves and their school communities and the wider community that they live in as well.
Catch 22, we work with young people under the age of 25 who are caught up in gangs and county lines. That can include serious youth violence and any criminal exploitation. The work we do with them is bespoke work, depending on the individual needs. We look at what's going on with that young person and create a multi-agency support plan around them.
The VRU helps to build upon and strengthen partnerships across Kent and Medway. We have a strong working relationship with a number of partners, including that of Youth Justice. The VRU have invested in 12 buddy tags, which have in turn helped over 300 young people in Kent and Medway.
It's a scheme where the young person, or any person, up to the age of 25, can have that buddy tag with them to track them, and sometimes that can feel like a safety mechanism for them. So it's really helped us to safeguard those young people, work with the families, and then refer to other agencies when we need to.
I've been on tag for a couple of weeks now. It's helped me keep out of trouble, stay away from the wrong people and kind of turn things around.
The impact we make every single day to an individual or even to a community or even to a partner, and speaking to them and empowering them and having those conversations to do better or do good in our community, and to see young people diverted from crime is just uplifting and rewarding.